All right, what's up, guys? Going live. I'm just going to be answering you guys' questions in this live chat. If you're watching afterwards, you can go ahead and write your comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But I have some questions on Instagram, so in the future, if you want to be able to ask me questions in these live, check out my Instagram or join the live during the time that I set it up. And if you ask me questions on my Instagram, that's where I'll be. That's where I'm going to be answering these ones at the beginning here until a couple people from YouTube start joining in, and I'll answer the guys' questions that join in live. So first couple questions that I got on Instagram. One is how to create a simple sales funnel for recruiting people via social media. This is actually a question that I get pretty commonly. As far as recruiting, you're honestly better off going more towards the route of using a job listing website like Indeed. Targeting options for car dealerships. This comes from DJ Van. What's up, guys? So targeting options for dealerships, Facebook removed quite a bit of the targeting options for dealerships, to be honest with you guys. So I would personally go broad for the most part as far as car dealerships go. You can do probably interest if you're doing like a specific brand and things like that. But as far as that goes, probably broad's going to be your best bet. And let me actually connect this to my thing here. How do you stay motivated when you're not closing? The biggest thing? That's actually a good question. So the biggest thing, I guess, is just knowing like what's to come in the future. Sorry for the terrible camera angles, guys. Okay, I'm just getting something set up. But being motivated when you're not closing, the biggest thing is you got to remember that I would say the biggest thing is focus on improvement. Don't focus on like actually closing the deal, because the second that you feel like you need a deal is when you like won't get any deals at all. And the second that you feel like you don't really need a deal is when you'll actually get it. So try to focus on making your motivation to like getting better at sales and improving, and not necessarily that make yourself feel like you have to close this deal, because when you start feeling like you have to close a deal when you walk in, you're gonna make it way worse on yourself. What's the largest animal you could take on a 1v1? Yeah, well, you have to describe more. Do I have like any weapons or tools? It's just like bare hands. Like, can I pick up some rocks and sticks and stuff, or do I go use my bare hands and fight? Click funnels and build funnels for every client. No, I do a lot of Facebook lead ads. So let me actually pull some questions from my Instagram as well, because I can answer these guys' questions. But Zapier integration and ClickFunnels, that's not really a question. How do you find e-commerce businesses to work with? That's a good question. So the way you can find e-commerce businesses is by going into Facebook groups about e-commerce, and you can like add the people as friends and DM them and stuff like that. That's how you can find e-commerce businesses to work with. Delivering results for chiro/dentists. For those, you need to know like the offers. So as far as dentists, you can do like a free dental implant consultation. You can do like a free teeth cleaning, free teeth whitening kit, lots of different stuff. You kind of have to do the research. And then chiro, free consultation is another one. And like first time exam, stuff like that, x-ray, $21 or $50, whatever price. All right, so let me pull up these last questions. So, Luri, what do you usually do for a business at the first month? Obviously, every business is different, but what are the essentials for the first month? So the first month, this is what I typically do. So I do this. If you saw my video on the local celebrity funnel, that's basically what I set up the very first month. So I close the deal, and basically what happens from there is I tell them to, I'll next give them like a list of videos to record about their business, depending on the niche. Now, not every business needs to record their own videos, but a lot of them, if I'm doing like the local celebrity campaign, then I will give them a list of videos to record. Maybe it's like 5 videos about topics. So if it's a chiropractor, it might be like one of the topics of the videos might be like how to get rid of migraines naturally or something like that. And we might do like 5 different videos about chiropractic topics that have a lot of views on YouTube. And then I'll have them record those. I'll give them a month. They'll pay a month ahead of time. So they'll pay at the time that I do the sales call with them. And then I'll have them record the videos over the next month. And then we'll start actually running the ads the month after that. But you don't have to like wait a month to get the videos or anything like that. That's just what I personally do because I'm not in a rush, and actually I kind of need the time. But if you're just starting out, you can easily just get by doing like slideshow ads and stuff like that until they actually have the videos done. You don't have to like do a whole thing. All right. First thing to do after closing, it's pretty much just onboard them and get all their information. Shouldn't we have a marketing plan before doing anything? Yeah, I mean, you should have a marketing plan, yes. You close clients outside of your city, state, and country? Yes, all 3. I have clients in different countries as well. How have you scaled your agency? Well, to be honest, the biggest way that I've scaled my agency is actually keeping my clients. So I'm really selective with what clients I take on, and I only take on really, really good clients. And like once I find a good client, they end up staying because I get them the results that are necessary. So it doesn't really take, I don't have to be getting like 1 million clients to be making a lot. As of right now, I only have like 4 clients, but they're all paying like really pretty decent sized amounts. So $2,000 per month, $2,500, $3,000, and $5,000. So as far as scaling them, like it doesn't even take that much of scaling. What do you think of Sam Ovens? Have you taken his consulting accelerator? Yes, it's very good. How soon into your agency did you outsource the work? You want to do it as soon as possible, but for me, I didn't do it until like 2 to 3 clients, but you want to do it as soon as possible. Like the sooner you do it, the better. How long do the Facebook ads perform? It just varies. It can last a month, it can last 6 months. It just really depends on like how good the ads are, and you have to like look at the data over time, and over time they'll naturally get a little bit worse. So like once they get to the point where they're not within where you want them to be performing wise, then that's the time when it's time to make new ones. And you should be able to like kind of tell maybe like a couple weeks before the time that they're about to get like go bad. And sometimes you'll just get random weeks where they just don't run very well, and it's just random by random chance. So that can sometimes happen too. So don't worry too much if it just goes bad like one random week. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm going to answer the questions. So I'm going to go back to Instagram and answer these questions because I got to answer these guys' questions. Let's see. All right. How I do split test. Differences between SMA and US versus EU. To be honest, there's not really, from what I've noticed, there's not any differences, to be honest with you guys. Now, there might be differences as far as like sales meetings and stuff like that, but like I said, I have a client in the UK and I haven't really noticed anything actually that different. How I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to take the first step. Watch the YouTube videos. That's for you guys, you've probably seen the YouTube videos though. Roadmap for an agency. Have a video on that already. Client acquisition or more Facebook ad techniques. Already have videos on that. How to not have a full-fledged panic attack when you just started cold calling. So that's actually a good question. The question was how to not have a panic attack when you just start cold calling. The way that I did it was I realized in my mind that it's like most likely I'm never going to see this person or meet this person again. So it doesn't really matter if I mess up. So I would call businesses that I'm pretty much never going to talk to again if it doesn't go well. So then I have really nothing to worry about. So that's how I'd avoid that. And the other way to get over it is just, honestly, it's by practice it. Once you do it like 20 times, it'll be a lot better. Prospecting high ticket clients. How do you productize your delivery of social media marketing services? So the biggest way to productize social media marketing service delivery is to only give one service. That's the easiest way to do it because it makes your agency way simpler. So for me, it's only Facebook ads. Now I do offer a couple other things as extras, but the main thing is Facebook ads. So the best way you can do it is to make your products as simple as possible and only be one product, and then you can productize it way easier. All right. How can I control, hair product? Hair product, I don't use anything actually. This is just water. And guys, as far as the questions that you're asking on YouTube, I'm answering questions on Instagram first, and then I'm gonna get to you guys' YouTube questions in a second here. And I have them on my computer, that's why I'm looking over here. Do you believe in manifestation of your thoughts and goals? This is from Voji the Vibetarian. Yes. Why don't you invest? So this is from Kevin Davern. Why don't you invest in the stock market even though it's down a little right now? The reason is because I am not an expert in the stock market. I'm an expert in social media marketing. So I'm going to keep investing in social media marketing, the thing that I'm actually an expert in, because I'll be able to get a lot higher return from that. Something that motivates me every day. That for real though, as far as like what motivates me every day, to be honest, as of right now, I gotta be for real. A lot of times it's the Lambo and it's enjoying being able to travel and enjoying my life. And it's also the other thing that's really motivating is helping the people inside my 6-figure agency program and helping them actually achieve the 6-figure income. Because even after the money is already there, that's the number one motivator to actually keep going. How to find and screen quality outsourced workers that are better at Facebook ads, SEO. So find and screen quality outsourced workers. To be honest, that's something I'm learning right now, and I just bought a program and a mentor for about $4,000 to learn that. So hopefully that's something I'll be able to share with you guys soon. How to get past the gatekeeper. I have a really old video on that, which is kind of funny. But how to get past the gatekeeper, you have to go through a step-by-step process of knowing exactly what objections to answer and what the answer is to every single objection you could possibly get, and also making yourself, this is the biggest part. If you're doing cold calls and stuff like that, you gotta realize that they're gonna automatically probably look a little bit down on you because nobody wants to get cold called. It's just the truth. So try to make it seem like not a cold call as much as possible. Seem like a real genuine call. That's why the best thing to offer on cold calls is just a trial. Keep it simple. All right, let's see. All right, let's go to you guys' questions. Go ahead and leave them in the YouTube chat. I'll go ahead and answer the YouTube questions. Let me pull them back up here so I can answer the other ones. Outsourced SEO. Yes, I have with a Fiverr person, but honestly, I only did it once and it was a really long time ago. How do you show the value of a $2,000 plus value client? Do you show them the lifetime value? How confident that you can bring them enough ROI for the amount they're paying? Okay. Showing the value. So I have a full sales script, one, and then So that, like, I have an exact step-by-step sales script that I follow, and in that sales script, it basically builds in, and I also have a demo as well that shows them exactly how the Facebook ads work. And at the end of that presentation, we work out exactly what our goals are to make them. So our goal is to get a 4x return at a 3 to 6 month period. So then we work out how many clients we need to bring them. So we figure out maybe their lifetime value of a client is $1,000, and I want to charge $2,000 per month. So that means if I want to be able to charge $2,000 per month, plus let's say $1,000 of ad spend, then I need to be able to bring, so that's $3,000 per month, and each client's worth $1,000. So I want to 4x that over 3 to 6 months. So 3,000 times 4 is 12,000. So I need to be bringing them 12 new clients per month after 3 to 6 months. So in the first month, our goal, I just set it really low. It's just to break even. So my goal for the first month then, if they were investing $3,000 per month total, then my goal would be to get them 3 clients. So it really just comes down to, you sell a $1,500 per month client the same exact way that you sell a $10,000 per month client. It's just showing them logically how you're going to make them more money. It's just the ones that are paying you more, you're making more money typically. So that kind of comes down to finding the right client and ones that can also afford more, and maybe that also have higher value clients, or they're doing more volume, whatever. There's lots of different ways. Is a free trial me spending the ad spend? I get this question all the time. I need to make like some kind of frequently asked question thing. So for the free trial, the client always spends the ad spend. The client always pays for the ad spend. Is it still necessary to use ClickFunnels when Facebook lead ads have been shown to work well? No, you don't have to use it. How would you recommend starting prospecting with no prior experience? Think about people that you know already first, and see if you can find any connections that have people with successful businesses. Don't look for businesses that are small. Look for businesses that maybe like they at least have like a couple employees. And I'd probably say also look for businesses that are also doing like a minimum of $10,000 per month revenue, preferably. It will make it way easier to work with. It's so hard to see the comments on here, man. They should have made this easier. Is Instagram good for getting clients? It can be. What are all the programs you use? I pretty much use all the ones that you just use, except for that one that says Howdy. I'm not using Twilio. What interest should the target audience have? That just depends on the type of client that you're targeting for. If a customer has a marketing person, are they the decision maker typically? No, I would say probably usually not. They're not the decision maker. It's usually like the owner or something like that. That's the decision maker. But sometimes it can be. You just have to ask them. There could be a lot of reasons why your landing page isn't getting results. You can't really send the link through here because I'm on my phone right now, but you can try posting in my Facebook group, paid ads into dollars, and see if anyone will help you there. Is the patience required? Is patience required, or can I get success next week? Yes, patience is required. How are you sending text to both the client and the salesperson at the same time? Well, to send the text to the client, you use Zapier, and to send the text to, oh shoot, you mean okay, so you're getting me mixed up here. So as far as the client, I'm meaning, gosh dang it. we go. As far as sending the text messages to the person that's gonna call the leads, use Zapier for that. If you're sending the text messages to the leads that come in, I use Click Send, but you don't have to do that. I actually don't even do that anymore. Oh my gosh, this thing is annoying. Should have made it so much easier to read these comments. All right, so I'm gonna stay for 4 more minutes, but is SMMA worth it for 2019? Absolutely, and it's not gonna be going away for quite a while. Like I've said in the past, it's pretty much the fastest way to a sustainable income. I think it's the best way to start entrepreneurship, because the issue is, all right, I'm taking this thing off. I'm done with this thing. I'm using my hand. Could you share stories of how you acquired your first paying clients? Were they cold? Yes, they were cold, and I just went in person. My first clients were terrible anyways, so that's because I didn't know how to qualify clients, but it was still good practice for me. I mean, the thing that a lot of people are trying to go after is they're not patient enough. They're not willing to take consistent action, because you need to get better at sales, and you need to get good at sales. You need to get good at providing the results, and then that's when you'll start actually making really good money. I feel like you need testimonials and social proof to get success in SMMA. No, that's completely not true at all, because you just need to have expertise, because any client that I've worked with, literally all my clients have not asked me for any testimonials whatsoever. So that's just a limiting belief that you have. Is it possible to close leads overseas via Skype? Yes, I've done it. And that's actually what I recommend to do. I know you only offer ads, but you recommend building out their pages. I mean, you can, but I just personally don't do that. How do you find e-commerce stores to work with? I kind of answered that question earlier. You can look through, you can email them. You can find their websites and email them. You can look through Facebook groups and find them that way as well. Those are kind of 2 ways that you can do it. I'm not saying I recommend overseas. I'm saying I recommend meeting with businesses over Skype. When you set up ads, do you use promotional material they already have, or go and take pictures and make videos? I personally never go and take pictures. They'll always be taking their own pictures or making their own videos or hiring a video person to do it. I never go and do that in person. Now, I did at the very beginning, but it doesn't really show you much as an expert when you go in and do that. So I sometimes use things they already have. It just depends. Most of the time they don't already have good stuff, so I have to do new stuff, get them to make new stuff. But if they already have good stuff, you can use it. I just need a straightforward training to understand the basics of Facebook to start. Got anything free for a beginner before I can sign up for the big course? Everything is on my YouTube. That's for free. That's where all the best stuff is. 3 main selling points when you talk about your services. The biggest selling point is just, look, you're gonna spend this much, you're expected to make this much per month. That's the number 1 selling point. I guess month to month is because they show that we're committed. So I only do month to month plans. I don't do any contracts. So it shows that we're committed to getting the results, and we do basically the way we do our agency is we do unlimited advertising. So we do basically as many ads as we need to in order to get them their return. So we might do 1 ad and we get them amazing results. We'll be good for that like we'll be good. If we need to do like 100 ads in a month to get them the results necessary, that's what we'll do. What do you think is the toughest, finding clients or closing or results? They're all challenges that are equally, I would say, I mean, it really just depends on you personally. Any of those three can be the hardest. It just depends to you personally. But if you have a system for them, it's way, way, way easier. All right, let me scroll down to the bottom here. What was your customer acquisition when you first started out? I just went in person. How do you outsource GDPR compliance? Yeah, I would look at Fiverr or Upwork. Platforms. Difference between lead gen and SMA, pretty much the same thing. SMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency. So your social media marketing agency could be only lead gen, so there's not really a difference. I mean, there's obviously a difference, but like lead gen can be a form. Lead generation agency could be a form of social media marketing agency. Thank you, Samantha. No. How do you keep your ads fresh every month, or do you keep running the same ads that are working month to month? Keep the ads running, but if you start to see the cost per lead like going up and it's getting to a point where it's probably going to go over in a couple weeks, you'll want to start making new ads. All right, guys, gonna go ahead and end the live here. Now I got a live Q&A with my six-figure agency private mastermind group, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry that I couldn't get to all of you guys' questions, but if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll try my best to respond to as many as I can, but hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.